Okay, well, here we go. So we started this live stream, and now we're just into the lobby of Wargame. And normally, the game should start very soon. There we go. So I did choose a deck as requested, a kind of mixed NATO deck. It's mostly relying on heavy tank, so we'll see how well that goes. And I seem to be starting in the center. Now let's see who's where. Yeah, pretty much in the center. I guess we'll stay in the center, which will be an interesting situation. Kinda rusty about how this game works. Haven't played that much in a long. So as usual, what I'll do is I will capture the town in the center, and from there we'll see what happens. Actually, I must say I'm even rusty about the controls. What I'll do is I'll go capture that town over there, and if there's no opposition showing up, which is unlikely, I will perhaps try to advance in the center, which could be a possibility there. Since I haven't played in a long time, what will be interesting is see how enemy tactic might have evolved, if at all. As you can see here, there's a full couple of MIA TV, which can be a pain in some case, but I'm not sure. There's too few of them to be much of a pain. Also, as you might have noticed, I'm using Canadian transport choppers, and these are actually pretty good in terms of shooting down enemies. Really have no idea how rusty I am. I really feel weird. As you can see, I brought some Jag Commando, which are actually providing some ATGM support with Milan launcher. It seems that my team really wasn't aggressive on that side here. There's none of our troops which are coming here, which is a little disappointing. This also means that this place is wide open to enemy airstrike coming from the side. As you can see, my Milan are actually killing a few vehicles. That adversary did not seem to bring that many, let's say, infantry. Also, that adversary doesn't seem to be aware that I'm shooting him with my ATGM units. I seem to be killing his troops without much movement or reaction to it. What I'll do is I'll bring some infantry and I'll try to capture that hill since my ally did not do anything about it. Okay, now, since there's a whole quiet moment, I will check my comments. Yeah, well, do I have Puma? Actually, I don't know. I decided to go with Canadian and German choppers for ATGM stuff. So I did not take the French Puma. It seems that the guy here is not particularly... doesn't seem to know what he's doing too much. He does have a few ATGM into the forest there. Oh, building, I mean. So I guess I will preserve my tank by pulling back a little. I will likely have to think about that. I will also bring some supply stuff into that town. And to enjoy dropping napalm on my troops. There's the thing is that right now they're bombarding my Jag Commando, which are not that expensive overall. But I will replace them with my F2 Milan, which I decided to bring into BAB vehicle. So that will be an interesting element coming out. So it's clear that I will have to secure that zone on the right side because there might be a chance that the enemy will sneak around from the right side here. So I will deploy some engineer up there. It's possible. Yeah, there's the enemy recon right there, which might be an issue. I might as well try to take care of that with my chaparral, which might have an angle on that. Which side of the hill is he? I think my chaparral might have a chance to actually get rid of those guys. Also, we need to consider the fact that they will likely put infantry in there as well. So that might be dangerous. And here I also need to bring some anti-air in this area. He's moving his recon upper. Pull back my engineer there. And of course my chaparral are a little stuck right now. Okay, so what can I do with what I have right now? The T-64 can be dangerous. I have to deal with that. Here, can I actually shoot those guys? Cannot. I have to do something about that. I do need to increase my entire presence over here. On that side, they seem to be simply bombarding me with artillery. I'm not sure that's particularly effective against infantry. Oh, planes that might be a little more effective. They lost 2 of them so far. And the good news is that they actually missed important units which I had, which are those Milan 2, so... Oh, that's a little more dangerous. Let's go elsewhere there. It's a Buratino. I thought it went out of fashion. There are still people using those. Now let's use my chopper here and get rid of that tree gun. I'll also move my chaparral all the way back there. The thing is, I don't really have any incentive to attack right now. Might as well even look elsewhere for some action. Okay, good. Got rid of the recon chopper there. It was a sacrifice that I did with my transport chopper, but they are not really expensive. Okay, well, here my Milan 2 are a little worried. That thing. I will move them to replace the troops I lost previously. Also move my Jag Commando elsewhere here. And I suppose I will simply bring one more supply truck over here. And here, let's send my troops in there. I will clear that forest from enemy prisons. Is that the guy that left? Yeah, okay. Well, the enemy in front of me seems to have left. So that means that I might have a chance to capture that place. So we will see what we can do about that. There might still be a lot of troops in there. But perhaps his defensive organization won't be as responsive as it would have been prior to his leaving. Well, the good news is that we're kind of winning so far. Might not be because of me though. I'm not doing much. But he is receiving artillery. Oh yeah, it's over here. I will simply bring my supply transport to an FOB, which we have right here. Will allow us to just think about that. Here that command vehicle is a little exposed in the open like that. So I do hope that no enemies will come around. There's another recon chopper there. It's not the same player though. So maybe it's not completely this guy which is defending this area. The problem we have around here is that the enemy does have that territory there. There's also the fact that this ally, which is in charge of this zone here, doesn't do much to protect us from any flanking maneuver. Here my Roland are getting bombarded. I will move them away. Let's get rid of the recon chopper there. These guys seem to be simply bombarding the hill without necessarily targeting my troops. Now I suppose that what I should do is probably bring a full of troops there. What's that? Oh, they lost the plane thing.
What can the infantry do for you, sir?
So let's see. We'll move over there. Guess my anti-air needs some repairing. Guess it's time to advance a little and take a peek. Keep wasting planes. That's not a good move on their part. You can see here they seem to be flanking around with the intention of landing some infantry over there. Might as well do something about that. Here my Canadian rifles seem to be doing a good job. Gets those troops there. Did not particularly protect their stuff too well.
What can the infantry do for you, sir? At your service, sir.
Seems that one of my allied dropped. Two of them actually did. Not doing much. Just randomly bombarding the place. My troops are already out of that zone, so there's no problem there. Wasting your ammo. That guy surrendered. I don't know why.
March formation.
Not sure where he was fighting. There's too much people down there. Just about keeping them busy here so that they don't bother other people elsewhere. On the right side, we seem to be losing some ground. Not sure what they were doing around here. I guess I should rearm a little my anti-air capacity here.
Befehle, Kommandant.
Seems that nobody captured that place here. I might as well do that. I have so much point that I don't know what to do with it. That the enemy barely does anything about my presence here, but they seem to be scouting now. Which is a welcome innovation. Made me waste a few ATGM rounds there. We'll simply send some supply vehicle over there. I have also one here. I'll bring that.
On the road again.
Seem to just randomly bombard everything around here.
Are you talking to me?
Now I guess I should perhaps increase my amount of troops in there. Though it's not necessary. They seem very don't seem particularly motivated at pushing forward around here.
Has an enemy chopper been spotted? What can the infantry do for you,
We'll
sir?
put those Canadian rifle just to take a peek to what's happening over there. I will bring some the commando, pretty cheap. I might actually be able to take a few shots at whatever shows up around here. I'll bring up some recon capacity here to potentially be able to do something about it. About what's going on. Replace that. I will reinforce this side of the forest. Seem to lose quite a few expensive things there to my ATGM Milan too. My main challenge now is truly the fact that I don't really have much to do here. Yeah, I don't have the means to do anything about what's going on here.
Kommandant, eine neue Flugabwehrstellung auf.
Well, they seem to be interested to try to take that place. Wish them luck. There. An area without fire. They truly are motivated in capturing that place.
Who do you want us to transport?
I will increase my amount of potential recon around here. But it's clear that the fact that they're managing to push on that side probably free a few of their troops into coming and bombard me like this. I did well into anticipating that they will attack that place. Already have anti-air replacing the one I lost, so they will lose much more planes. Seem to be losing by quite a margin. I guess their aggressive behavior is not paying off too much. That's the thing in this game, especially in destruction mode. It's not necessarily, let's say, encouraging people to attack. Really want to take that place back?
Was kann die Infanterie für Sie tun, Kommandant? Where do you want it delivered?
Simply replacing whatever I lost. Gonna add more troops because I've been very conservative of my force. Seem to have some recon capacity to see my tank rolling around.
Besoin d'un transport? Prêt à pulvériser quelques blindés, mon colonel. It always comes down to the infantryman and
I'll
his
simply move my Canadian rifle into better defensive position. I will keep reinforcing the place. I guess as long as I keep them busy down here, they won't make greater gain elsewhere. These entire, well, these chopper can be a little annoying right now. I will take care of that. Some chaparral.
Besoin d'un transport?
I have a lot of infantry available to scout this area. Make sure that there's nobody around.
Prêt à pulvériser quelques blindés, mon colonel.
They keep bombarding that town, even though it's nearly empty.
Just waiting for a target to fly by. And then? Missile in firing position, sir.
Yeah, that's right. That's actually a server which has a, let's say, a longer timing for it. Okay, so that took care of those chopper. Now they're gone.
On change de position, démarrez.
I think I have too many Abrams in here. Keep losing stuff to my Milan and ATGM units. Very fortunate that I did plan for a lot of them. What I'm lacking right now is perhaps on tire capacity. I will increase that. We'll bring a few flak there. Also bring some supply vehicle to reinforce my ATGM units. It's clear that the right side is getting slaughtered, literally. Probably should do something about that. My impression is that they will likely try to, let's say, beat me here. Will turn their attention toward me. So far, they only have been bombarding me. So, as you can see, keep bombarding me. Well, on the left side, we seem to be losing as well. Kind of an interesting thing that my team is leading, but we're losing ground.
Oui, mon colonel.
I suppose that now they will turn their attention toward me.
Missile in firing position.
Suddenly, they seem to be managing to survive all this.
I knew you wouldn't leave us idle too long.
Now my ship roll are out of ammo.
Schon Feindhubschrauber gesichtet? Bauen dort eine neue Flugabwehrstellung auf.
Yeah, I think what you see there is the fact that they no longer are busy at taking care of the troops on the right side, and they also are advancing on that side here. So now you're starting to see the effect of all this, where they just have all those air force available to start engaging me.
Ammo, fuel, spare parts, anything you want. Heavy.
We're still leading, nonetheless, because this game is not about capturing stuff; it's about killing stuff.
Keine besonderen Vorkommnisse. Marschbefehl erhalten. Wir marschieren ab. What can the infantry do for you, sir?
Seems that the player Free Syria is leading the way. I'm not sure where he is though.
Air defense ready. Was, sir? Endlich ist was los. En formation de marche. En route.
Right now, I just wish I had a cluster bomb. I really see a great target. Well, the thing is, while our right side is getting beaten like that, I'm not sure I should do anything about it. It was the right move here. Bombard that stuff.
It's not my war. Keine besonderen Vorkommnisse.
What I'll do here is I will actually bring some recon force. Will be supported by some anti-air. And then hopefully I might be able to take advantage of the fact that they won't have much anti-air coming to support them.
Are you talking to me?
While here I do need more supplies because my anti-air as well as my tank are low on fuel. Also bring in some chasseurs in that forest to secure it. They have a few Akula, which might be a little dangerous.
Prêt à faire feu, mon colonel.
But what I have right now is a lot of artillery. Perhaps I'll try. Yeah, the problem is that I have good stuff, but I don't have anti-air to protect it. So I guess I will go hide somewhere else. Also, right here,
Situation is under
command vehicle. It seems that my problem right now is the lack of anti-air.
good scout is one you don't see.
Those Akula can be very dangerous as well. So and here they finally decided to come in and bombard my Roland, which actually survived the thing. We're still leading, but it's clear that the adversaries are starting to have a better position. There you go, less enemy planes. Now you can be sure that they noted the position of my anti-air, so I will remove them away, but seems that this was a draw. So that was a good game. And let's see how well I did. So I killed 3,000 points and I lost 1,700, so it was an okay game. My Jag Commando did most of the work, and I did kill quite a few planes. Oh, yeah, that was interesting. Nothing special though. And now let's join another round. I'm joining this one. So I'll stick with this deck and we'll see how it goes. But you want to be my friend? Agreed. If you want to add me as a friend in this game, no problem. Just invite me and we'll be fine. I'll be your best friend ever. Nah, not really, but anyway, we'll be able to play together and spy on each other's stats. Mine are really scary, in case you wonder. When I look at them, I'm scared. Like, oh my god, how much did I play this thing? Okay, so my ally here decided to simply hold it. So I will be the one capturing the place. I will answer this man. And now I should probably concentrate on building something. Let's see. I can fight the same way as before. That's a possibility. Or I can go for November, which might be a little diversified, so I think I will do that. So what I'll do is I'll bring some chopper. And what else should I bring? Guess one problem that I might have will be chopper, so I might as well bring in some flak panzer. Sound like a reasonable thing to do. And some Roland as well. And bring, can I bring? Some chasseur. Anyway, we're stuck with whatever I brought so far. And one of my command vehicle will capture this place. How frequently I play Wargame? I don't play it that much. Actually, that's like the second time I play this game in probably a month or two. So I'm very rusty. I used to be pretty good though. So let's hope that my pass skill will catch up.
Who do you want us to transport?
To be honest, I'm very clumsy now.
At your orders, sir.
So I will certainly not take myself as an example of skill at the moment.
Need customers for a taxi route.
I'm spreading my troops around to hopefully capture in November. But they have Mi-24, which will be very dangerous. But it's a pretty bad idea to even continue what I'm doing right now. Oh yeah, and sadly, yeah, there's just no way I take this. Might as well pull back. The thing is that Russia has much better chopper for an helicopter rush at the beginning. So that's why, if you're being rushed like I am right now, you might as well not bother anymore. Just save what can be saved, and then take position onto that hill. From there you'll be fine, hopefully. I think the last time I played Wargame was well, as I say, 2 months ago, probably. It's been a while. I guess that my situation right now is not going well. I think that's a fair assessment. Can only hope that this guy will waste his stuff. Like that. Go, but now they know I'm here. Okay, well, the good news there, they decided to focus on this side here, so I will go elsewhere. There's no point fighting in an offensive battle here. They seem to coordinate as well, so be a little tricky there. Suppose that my goal here will simply be to get rid of those choppers. For the moment. And it's strange how they completely neglected a good portion of the battlefield. As well go help on that side. Because if they did focus so much troops in the center against me and other people, that means their flank is weak, and that might be a good opportunity there, so I might as well come and help here. I'll bring my elite, which I kept from sending over there. Why did I let the Canadian die? Well, you know, as a Canadian, I should take most of the punishment of the war if I'm the one leading it, right? Not like some other nation, which are just letting mercenary force getting slaughtered first. But you must take the responsibility for what you're doing. And by letting my Canadian fight their way there, I just did so. Okay, so here there's a couple of valuable tanks for destroying. Try to do so with my Super Tandar, which are literally snipers. There we go. Wait a second. That... Oh, I see. This is not... this is not destruction, this is territory. I wasn't aware of that. Here I'm leaving my troops getting slaughtered. A bad move.
Hier, Kommandant.
Let's bring more Canadian troops here. Stabilize the base. They are even
Position hoch.
bombarding the forest here. How dare they?
Oh, ich hasse das Marschieren.
So in the context where this is yeah, this is territory, so that means that's probably why they decided to push in the center. Because there's much more benefit from doing it. Wish I had noticed that earlier.
Ciel est à nous. Jawohl, Kommandant. Awaiting new orders, sir.
So here I'll deploy my troops into a defensive way.
Bauen dort eine neue Flugabwehrstelle.
If the enemy actually tries to take this place, he will suffer. Just lagging a little in terms of anti-air at the moment, but here they are anyway.
Besoin d'un transport?
It's good to see that we have an enemy which is aggressive. But that probably also means that we'll lose this. I don't think we can do much about the situation right now. They lose too many troops here. And it's just going well at all.
Irgendwelche Befehle, Kommandant? À votre service, mon colonel. It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
So here I'll use my Canadian chopper to undown those MI8, or at least what's in there.
Someone called for a cab?
Now they did notice my anti-air presence. This as we'll pull back here.
Qu'est-ce que vous voulez qu'on transporte?
What we're lacking in the center right now is anti-chopper stuff.
Ah, auf Ihre Befehle, Kommandant.
Well, here what I'm lacking is fuel.
Missile anti-char paré.
Seems that the defense in the center did manage to chase away the enemy infantry invasion. Seems that we'll receive quite a bit of napalm strike on the head. Problem with Chaparral is that they are really good against chopper, but they when they fire on planes, they end up out of ammo really fast.
Need a ride?
I guess the issue we have right now is that I totally failed to secure that place, so we'll have to do some patrolling here because there might be spec up which are sneaking around to perhaps go destroy this.
Ça commence à devenir...
I will send my Canadian chopper to do that.
I knew you wouldn't leave us idle too long.
More napalm strike. Or are these bombs? Ah, these are bombs. They were clearly targeting my chaparrals. Well, here I will preserve my Milan F2.
Just waiting for a target to fly by. And then...
I will try to chase away those Mi-24P.
Waiting for your orders, sir.
We'll So that SU-25 actually just left.
Enemy in range. Engage. On the move.
Did manage to escape. And I don't really have much incentive to chase him down since this ain't destruction. Okay, so what I need to do at the moment is re-establish a kind of defensive position. My troops to prevent enemy from sneaking around. So I will just do that. But I don't think my team will manage to catch up. Don't have the positioning. While that was happening, be losing the left side as well. Oh, it's going on the right side. Okay. You can see here, spike ups. Did a good move to put my Canadian chopper over there.
Ja, Kommandant.
As a result, they did not necessarily manage to kill my troops there. The news now is that they did manage to destroy the command vehicle from that zone. I think I lost my spirit down there. I'm sad about. And here there's an MI-8, which is likely about to land some troops in there. We'll get rid of that.
Has an enemy chopper been spotted? Ja, Feindkontakt.
Well, here, by not really looking at the situation, I lost two of my Leopard to A4. It was bad, but they might have killed stuff. I don't know. So hope that they did get rid of a few annoying enemies. Making sure that nobody is able to scout around.
Tell my wife I love her.
Chasing down that MI-17. To be some anti-air down there. My goal here is mostly to scout the area here. Really mind about what's down there. Doesn't seem to be any infantry in there. Which means that we can still perhaps take that position. Time to deploy my chasseur into the forest. We'll bring some chaparral here. The thing is that my allies are too busy fighting over there. They don't seem to realize that we are being flanked. Hope that the area actually has an angle on those guys.
At your service, sir. Waiting for your orders, sir.
We'll also chase them down with my
Start the engine.
Canadian chopper guys. And I just hope that the troops which are in there are not above, I think it's 15 the number. They don't seem to be above that. There we go, that get rid of that. There doesn't seem to be any survivor down there. That's the good news about it. Here we go with the tank attack over here. Take care of that with my planes. I will also bring some Abrams. These are just the 55. Seems that the entire team decided to do something about it. I guess that was perhaps an overreaction on the part of my team. He did expose too much stuff. Charging with an Apache is a bad idea, I'm telling you. I guess my problem right now is my incapacity to have good sight on the enemy. I'll take care of that using some recons here. I guess what I should interpret from we just had here is that they decided to send a few T-55, which are a cheap recon, in order to know what's going on around here. And now that they know that it's defended, suppose that will receive some airstrike or something on the head. Actually, my leopard on the left side are dead. They're not even AFK. Okay, so there's a couple of choppers here. See if we're able to do something about these. Well, at least these chopper, which are also anti-air, I think. Get rid of them. There's a good support, air support coming down on the enemy over there. They're very welcome. I guess at this point it's kind of a war of attrition. Because the pace of this game is very slow. The result of this, it's probably the faction which will have lost the most troops that will lose. Of course there's a timer which will save us from that. We all said that there's a couple of attack chopper which are landing stuff here. Well, here. An Mi-24, which is dangerous for my Abrams. I'll try to get rid of that. Use the road for that purpose. And there's a couple of infantry which are advancing, so I will try to suppress them with my Abrams. The Mi-24 should be in range. Coming. That got rid of a few choppers. Was what I wanted at the moment. Maybe it's a little too expensive to waste chaparral for that.
Besoin d'un coup d'œil, mon colonel?
I have more to come.
Are you talking to me?
I guess the flaw of my deck is perhaps the lack of proper anti-air force. There seems to be much more reliance on air units from the part, well, on the other side. Already know that could be an interesting kill. Was it?
Quelqu'un a besoin d'un autre gardien?
Bird and there are pretty good snipe stuff.
Has an enemy chopper been spotted? Follow. Get out of my way. Waiting for your orders, sir.
225. Trying to waste our infrared rounds with that. 55. That will be an easy kill for our kind of tank we have now.
Yes, sir. Roger, sir. On out.
I will detail my Abrams to stop. That will increase their accuracy.
Missile in firing position, sir.
Let's check what it looked like from close. Order my Abrams to target those BMP first.
Bring it on. Yes, sir. Are you talking to me?
P-72 seem pretty tough. Time bring better tank. They really don't like anti-air capacity. Seem to target that with artillery.
Charrier aveugle sur nous.
Pull back my Abrams and fix them.
Il y a un commandant.
I will bring more fly stuff.
On a des problèmes.
Not sure what happened here. I guess I can perhaps bring my chaparral from that side to the other side. Anyway, my allies seem to be aware of the situation here, so that might free a few of my troops.
Why do I have the feeling that you're about to put our lives at risk? Are you talking to me?
Here. Did I put my Abrams? Right here.
Talking to me?
Arm refuel. And there's a presence of one unit of tank here. Perhaps my chasseur might be able to do something about that. Oh, there, that's even better. Seems that they're making a move on that side here. Might as well try to intercept them with my air force. These are T-64B, so they could be a good target to get rid of. Problem is I don't necessarily have a particularly good troop to oppose in the region. Also, the problem of having to fight on multiple flanks like that is that you end up not really paying attention anymore. That's pretty bad. I seem to have stopped attacking this position. I guess I can pay more attention to the other side. Bartender here. That is not doing anything useful at the moment. The burger... that. Burgery. Bringing his chopper in. Trying to take care of those chopper with my anti-air of this area. Seem to be working. I took a few damage though, so I'll simply pull back my troops where there's no reason to expose them further. We'll move some of my chasseurs on that hill to have a good sight on what's going on. Areas seem to be unprotected at the moment, which is a little surprising.
Setting up a new AA position there.
Or questionable, nearly.
Achten auf Ihre Befehle, Kommandant.
Yeah, sniping the CV might be a good idea, it's just that it's unlikely to be... well, you need to have a view on him.
Besoin qu'on explose un char, mon colonel?
There's still some more enemy infantry over there, seem to be ATGM. I will send my chasseur and hope for them to be good enough to kill that. A lot of enemy chopper coming in.
Locking on course.
We'll prioritize the destruction of My-28.
Flugabwehr wird neu aufgestellt. Das ist nicht mein Krieg.
Actually, never mind.
Starting to get dangerous here. Feuerbereit, Kommandant!
Troops here are pressing those K-29. Good unit, those K. Usually.
Maximale Feuerfrequenz machen wir in die Hölle heiß. Irgendwelche Befehle, Kommandant?
I need some artillery to make those chopper lift a little, so that my anti-air can take care of that. Anybody's concerned that there's only 4 dudes on NATO? No. We're fine. No problem. We'll manage. Anyway, my vision of this game is that it's all about having fun, not necessarily about winning. Good end. There's a lot of Mi-28 here. We'll pull back.
Just spit it out.
We're making a push on that side here. What can I do about that? Oh yes, I know. Can intercept it. We'll move my Canadian rifle on that side of the town so that they can help suppressing those guys. There's still some ATGM units over there, which I will need to spot and destroy, hopefully. They're really dangerous. Get rid of that. Ah, damn it. Plus sight on them. A Canadian rifle should be adequate to take care of those infantry here. Because Canadian rifle are good in close quarters, so the Strelski probably won't have much of a chance. Hopefully. Bartender took care of that. I just wish I perhaps had a little more chaparral to pose those, actually those choppers. Oh well, the game is over, they won. By, wasn't even close, they were having more territory than us all along. Let's see, 3,400 kill, 2,265. So it went well for me. I was still in the positive, which is something I'm a little surprised about because I thought it would be much closer in terms of point. So let's do another one. So how are you liking that? The thing I'm checking a little less the chat because this game requires a little more attention, but hope you guys appreciate it. And that yeah, but it is fun. So let's join another game. Because this one is fine. Please. Why the sad face? It was a fun game nonetheless. I did waste my troops at the beginning, but later on it went a little better. I did manage to end up positive anyway, so. And we ended up being 4 players, so. Guess it was. Might explain a few things on the flank there. But the thing, I think, when it comes to capturing the side, my current deck is not particularly adapted. It's lacking into proper offensive measure against chopper. So the Russian are much more, say, adequate for that. Now I'll try again conquest. But let's. What can I do? I'll go with the usual suspect deck. See what it is made of. Yeah, it's clear that the best way to enjoy yourself is to attack or to be offensive. Yeah, to be honest, so far I haven't played too well. I will not go easy on myself. That was pretty bad the last round. And it's like I wasted my leopard on the left because I wasn't paying attention. I wasted my chopper in the center because I did not. Well, my initial offensive was pretty bad because I did not necessarily take into consideration a packed, strong presence of chopper. So I took a risk, and it did not pay off. And since this is confrontation, no, what's that? Conquest. Well, I lost the initial push to capture the territory. Yeah, I think this game is great. This is probably one of the best game in terms of RTS for this year. I will even say that it's better than Rome 2 Total War in terms of quality. And for the multiplayer, this game is so refined that it's amazing, literally. Yeah. Well, this time I'm using a marine deck, which is very different from previous deck. It doesn't rely on heavy tank. On my previous deck was mostly a deck which was designed around capturing the side, and each time I ended up not being on the side. So this new deck, I don't know how well it will go. Be interesting. But one thing is sure, it should be very powerful because the Marines have elite units. There we go. Need to do better than my best. First of all, I need to be a focus, which I wasn't. Wasting those chopper at the beginning was really bad. And the thing is that I think it's in this game, especially in 10 versus 10, just putting around is probably a bad idea. I did it, but it was a bad move. I'm there again. Sierra. Move this. Suddenly we have a small lag. There we go. Fixed. So this is conquest. Which means that I do need to go capture as much territory as possible. And let's see. Since this is a marine deck, I suppose that I should take advantage of some speciality of those marines. There we go. Be a proper offensive group. Now let's see what kind of air force I have. Okay, I do have some Tomcat, some Hornets. But I guess at the beginning what I'll rely on is a lot on those Super Cobra. But we'll see about that. I will try to capture this area. And forest. I do not have a command vehicle for that place though. I guess I will simply skip above Oscar. Don't have sufficient amount of point to have the kind of units I would like to have.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Great. Okay. Okay, so my objective will be to secure November. I don't know why those Chinook and choppers are heading back. Don't tell me that the bug of somebody else controlling your unit is back.
You spotted something?
good part is that I will be very well supported on that side. Now, since this is Conquest, I guess I haven't played that much Conquest. I'm a little more into Destruction. But it seems that Conquest rely a lot on choppers.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
For example, look here, there's a lot of big Mi-24, I mean. What is this? Sending man vehicle all the way there.
The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
Here I will destroy those recons.
I need that tail rotor check. Sky is ours. I need that tail rotor check.
They lost sight on that guy.
On my way to coordinates. Out.
Seem to be nobody over there, so I will just keep going.
Heading to given grid reference.
Oh, there is somebody.
Sky is ours.
There is more than somebody. Go to self, don't stop being careless. You call me.
Flying in. Weapons hot.
I wasted my troops there. Well, let's move that command vehicle in here. Will allow us to secure this place. Seems that the enemy brought an enormous amount of anti-air. Rather interesting.
You'd be flying without us. I need that tail rotor check. The captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
Those Chinook are so slow at landing stuff.
Little tanks come to us.
Oh joy. I did receive a lot of troops from an ally or more. Yeah, yeah, the guy, why did he spread out like that?
Waiting for your
I will regroup all his troops at the same place.
pack up your gear, folks. We're moving again.
That guy apparently liked Paladin,
Ready to pound them.
so I will try to take advantage of his troops.
On my way to coordinates. Out. Anti-tank team operational, sir.
And here I'm simply pulling back my that. Oh yeah, my transport. That's it.
Welcome you aboard.
Sorry, I'm a little tired.
You spotted something?
And that is a lot of A. Gives me inspiration to perhaps take a risk there.
Орудие к бою готово. Missile in firing position, sir.
I guess this side here needs some help. Pretty clear now. I don't really have much reliable troops I can bring in a fight. Or perhaps I do. Pretty strange how I... Oh, okay, that's because two guy actually ended up leaving. Oh, I did receive their troops. Good thing though. I did waste one of their plane, but we're not receiving that much point. Mostly concerned about that side of the battle. Do something about it.
Someone need a guardian angel? Yeah, Commandant. Captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
Word part is that they're receiving my toe fire from my Super Cobra, and they don't really seem to do much about it.
Let's fly.
We'll pull back there. Yeah, apparently 4 enemies left and 2 of ours left. That's strange. But it's clear that in the context where one team managed to secure half the map or more, it's already over. So that's why people end up leaving. I don't think they're crashing. I think they are really leaving because they just know that they won't win. And they're forgetting that the important part about enjoying yourself is play to win. Winning is not necessarily the only fun part about a game.
We're gonna rain down on them crawlers.
Let's see how well that chopper do. Very nice.
Sir.
Hear that.
Heading to given grid reference. Heading to
I
given
wonder if I actually have a chance of killing that MI-20. Actually, I don't because somebody stole my kill. Not yet. It's fair game.
Let's fly.
Soft tank coming here. It's not worth reinforcing this. Maybe some Sea Hawk. With Sea Hawk, that should go pretty well.
On my way to coordinates. Out. ICB.
They'll fire a missile. We'll get rid of those tanks pretty fast. There we go. Oh, that took care of this issue. We'll rearm my choppers elsewhere. On the enemy
Where do you need us, sir?
man vehicle. So I will fire on its position with the stealth bomber, which is not mine, something I inherited. And I don't care losing it. Actually, I'll be a little more original than that. I will even bombard the one they have in reserve. So they have a command vehicle which they are keeping here, probably to bring him in. There we go, took care of that command vehicle, and my stealth bomber did survive. So that should probably secure that area for a while. Here we seem to have some action. Guess what I'll do is I'll bring a little super chinook, reinforce the base. Will that game beat Men of War? Well, depends. I think in terms of mental um, stimulation, I think so. Because this game is much more refined in terms of, let's say, understanding what's important about each unit and using each unit into the appropriate manner. So you end up having an experience in this game which is a lot based on your comprehension of what's going on. While in Men of War, while a lot of statistics are important about each unit, it's not the core element of, let's say, not sure how to say that. Thing is that Men of War, I think, is a much more micro experience, while in this, it's much more strategical. You need to anticipate on what's going on and also have your own approach to a situation, which is much more diversified than in Men of War, where it's a lot about, let's say, moving a specific unit to a specific area and then shooting the enemy tank in a specific way to be able to destroy it, or sneak around with the units, or that kind of action. But the thing is that doesn't mean that Men of War is not a good game. I think it's still a pretty amazing game for what it is. And when you play Men of War, usually it's just great fun. It's pretty for the eye to look at. Although it's certainly not... well, actually, I like the visual of Men of War much better than other RTS. For example, in Wargame, the visual is pretty good, but the way the game plays, as you can see, you mostly see square moving around. So when you play the game, you rarely see all the pretty action down here, like this. Because if you actually do that, well, usually that might actually cost you quite a few units. But in Men of War, it's all designed much more closer to the fight, so you're really into the fight. I'm actually surprised that there's nobody that decided to sneak around here. I think I will send maybe some Marines just in case of a potential sneaking around from the enemy. Well, here I'm a little annoyed by the fact that there's a Mi-28 right there. It's a really big provocation. I would like them to go away. Everybody's here and destroy this. It's not necessarily that they are much of a danger for me at the moment because all my troops are in seal. So it's not a danger, but it's just that the Mi-28 are a valuable target. There's also an enormous amount of artillery right there. Should inspire me to bring some mortar and perhaps bombard them. Also, version up here. Arma series, well, do you refer to Arma Tactic or do you refer to Arma the FPS? Because the thing is that this is a very different kind of experience. Okay, well, let's try to bombard those guys. Actually, somebody's already on it. Might actually just hold it for now.
Yes, sir.
What I'll do on the other end is I'll call in my stealth bomber. And we'll drop it on those Mi-28, which might be an effective way to get rid of them. Usually, if they did not change anything. The Nighthawk bomb should be good enough to blow up those choppers, even if they are in the air. Yeah, it's clear that when you compare Men of War with Wargame, it's much more. Well, it depends. But let's say that it's much more relaxed. You can play with whoever you want, and it doesn't matter if you lose in the end. I seem to have got those Mi-28. Thank you, Nighthawk. Uh, so it's clear that, especially in the context of those 10 versus 10 match, it's really, it's no big deal. If I lose this, I will not be blamed for it. First of all, which is the nice part. The other aspect is the fact that you you know you just do whatever you want in a 10 versus 10. But if you play a smaller game, then the quality of your allies is much more important. That's why I don't necessarily play that much smaller game, because you do need very good players. If you end up fighting good players at this game, can be pretty brutal, and you can end up not killing anything because the good players will know exactly how to act in each situation. So, for example, like you bring a recon, you see what's there, then you bombard where you think there is anti-air, then you bring an airstrike. It can become very technical. So this game, if you play a serious battle, probably a smaller battle than what I'm doing right now, it can be as challenging as Men of War in terms of micromanagement. Uh, but when it comes to Men of War, if you play multiplayer, and if you have a bad team, usually it's terrible, because you'll get owned and you will have absolutely no chance of recovering. While in this, you can still fight. So that's the big difference. In Men of War, if your team is in bad position, usually that will go badly. But in this, you still have a few chances. So that's the main difference. And I guess in Men of War, having a good team, depending the level of your adversaries as well. If you have proper adversaries, you want a good team. So no question about it. While in this, might have a chance. Well, while I'm speaking to you guys, I'm not doing much here. So staring at a few anti-air units, not much. But my team seem to be pushing and advancing pretty well. So I can since this is a 10 versus 10, I can just admire the sight. Call an airstrike on a Nakula. That's cool. So I will destroy the Nakula, which is a valuable target, because first of all, it's a good target. It can kill your choppers, snipe your anti-air. Ah, damn it. Ended before I could do anything. So as you can see in this battle, I barely did anything. Too busy talking to you guys. But yeah, that I did not lose much, but I did not kill much. I guess my team was good enough by themselves. And I suppose that Kozak here did most of the job. Helped with Stifel. Oh, it was a good round. So it's clear that Wargame is much more rational type of game. So it's a lot about outsmarting your enemies. While in Men of War, it's much more about your skill in the game. If you're a good player with a single man, you can destroy an entire army if you're that good. But in Wargame, it's more realistic in that sense. That you do need a proper tool to defeat your enemy. And if you're mismanaging your army, well, you'll lose. That simple. Yeah, well, I'm not even sure that was camping. I think that was just, spectating, purely. I wasn't even there. So let's see what can we do now. Checking for a new game. Will be that one. About the pact battle. My maid owner deck. Some of you might remember. Although I'm not sure it's the same. Might be different. So I guess we'll just wait for this game to fill up. So, wait for that. Yeah, don't worry, this will be a deck which has a lot of heavy tank. I'm not sure if I have T80Us in there, but I think I do, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is a deck which is Russian, so it tells you everything. It's all about tank and strong units. So it will be a lot of micromanagement to be able to defeat the enemy. Yeah, sometimes I'm good, but I would not be certain that I'm always good. For example, that previous battle, no. The second one of this video was not particularly. The other one was okay, but first one was good though. So that this one it will be better. Here, I'll just show you a trick. You know, when you're all the way here in the list of players, what it does is that if somebody leaves, you receive all their troops. And usually you don't want that. What you do is you leave, come back. And now I'm after a couple of guys. So normally if somebody leaves, well, I won't receive all their troops. And this is something which, especially if you want to appear good, you don't want to receive their troops. Because most of the time when somebody leaves, it's like all their troops are messed up. And you will lose enormous amount of points there. So that's something that you don't necessarily want. And on top of that, usually when you receive those troops, that will split your attention. And if you want to play well at this game, usually it's good to be a master of your zone. So you want to be focused on a specific area and be sure to control that area. So receiving all the troops from every other players, that's a bad move. That's something you don't want. And that's why when you're on the top player there, you don't want that. So that's why in many cases you'll see some players leave and then join back, and this way they won't receive the troops. Another reason why they might leave is when the battle is not necessarily balanced and the timer started. Some people will just leave to reset the timer. So that can be different. Wait, somebody will leave and join back. Yeah, MX-40 is a nice battle tank in this game. Has a good accuracy. They're perfect for well-planned ambush. They have very little armor though. Actually, 40 version, I'm not sure. A little rusty when it comes to to remember all the stats. Okay, great. I'm on the side, left side, favorite side, side where you're receiving usually a pretty strong attack. So what you do first, buck. Then Strela? Do I want Strela? Not sure if I want Strela. But you do want two Tukushka. And then you want... No, sadly you don't have T80U. So too bad. But we'll go with T72B. And now I'm already broken. But we do have some here. I guess we're set now. Yep. Fine. Maybe some infantry could be good. As my ally doesn't seem to bring any. I guess I'll bring one and I'll just land them into the building there. But we'll see. Sacre bleu! Ah, that's a funny expression. To be honest, I'm not sure what it comes from. That might be a good Wikipedia research. Where does that Sacre bleu expression comes from? The source of it. Source of it. Be into the Urban Dictionary. Okay, there we go. I will send my chopper with ATGM over here, this way. That ATGM unit will cover the entire place there. I will disable the radar on my Tungushka because you don't want that. I will also disable my radar on my Buck because I don't necessarily want them to be exposed to radar seed mission, which are really unhealthy for Bucks. And the thing is that my Bucks are also a key element of my strategy because I want to waste all enemy airstrike possible and imaginable. So I will land those Mi-17 down there. And in prevision of potentially wasting a lot of ammo with my buck, I will bring in a transport chopper. Well, I mean a supply chopper. Will allow me to, let's say, resupply my troops. T-72B are a tank which I do like, and they have a pretty bad cannon, no denying it. On the other hand, what's good about it is that they do have missile, which can be practical. Okay, so there will be... Not sure what this guy is doing here. We'll stop my UAZ. Actually, I will move him right there. The thing is that what can be important about UAZs or command vehicle when you capture a zone can be that if you move it around, when the enemy is not suspecting that, well, they bring in reinforcements and then you can do what we could call farm them. So you're farming the kills. Sure here is that I should probably bring some ammo trucks. There's a Leopard to A4 over there. There doesn't seem to be any attack chopper at the moment. Well, here I might as well bring more ATGM unit. Because only 2 soldiers there is a little limited. Couple of French vehicle coming here. Great, my troops here is already out of ammo. Pretty bad. But I did not have the budget to bring more stuff. Now what's fun about those T-72B is the fact that first of all they have a missile, secondly they have a cannon, but above all they have a top armor of 4, which make them very resilient when it comes to receiving bombs on the head. Something that you might actually want from your tank. Good thing, you know. Oh, that's nice. My ally decided to bring some supply stuff, which is a very good call. Because my vehicle are lower. Well, here I probably should bring some infantry, which will be... Oh yeah, that would be a good thing. I'm under the impression that the people which are with me are pretty good. Because they seem to do a good support for each other. Which is all that matter in this game. What I'm trying to do is to regroup those 2 units to 1. Will make them much more effective. You can see that my Mi-17 are suppressing those Milan over there. I'm bringing some Spetsnaz, but I'm lacking perhaps proper tank. Oh yeah, okay, I'll bring some T-72B1 or High 1. That's a 1. And the reason why I bring those specific tank is because they don't have missiles, so I can move them and lose them without much problem. And they also have still that feature of having much more top armor, so they are resistant to enemy bombing. Not completely, but in good part. Now with my Mi-17 here, I actually did manage to make the enemy expose themselves a little when they lost a Roland launcher, I believe. Or if it was it, or might be the first version of Roland. The douche. That's a funny name. It's mocking the douche word, and it used the French word for douche, which is a shower. So it's the shower. That's his name. You need to appreciate the humor. Yeah, it's clear that the Russian love those missiles. Very good missile. I think I will risk a little my Tungushka there, and I will try to take a shot at those, well, that recon unit over there. Not, it might be a little risky though. Because first of all, it does reveal my my Tungushka. But might attract some attention as well. Here I will activate my buck and be ready to welcome whatever comes my way. There's some mortar which are coming from there. My ally doesn't have that much units toward me. So I guess I'm pretty much on my own at the moment. There we go. They did attract the attention. Now I'll get rid of those Milan. Those Milan are actually Milan F2. So it's a good thing to get rid of them. But I won't push too much with my Spetsnaz yet, because actually I will. So I need to get rid of those enemies. I will advance forward here. I need to support my Spetsnaz with some tank, otherwise they might be a little exposed. As you can see, the enemy artillery is inflicting some loss on my troops. Okay, let's put my Tungushka back in there. A lot of AMX-10P, which probably won't be much of a challenge for my tank, but it can be dangerous for my Spetsnaz. I need to be careful about that. Okay, the enemy is bringing some Leopard 2, which can be an issue for me. And they do have a lot of artillery, apparently. Bring some here. Yeah, there's no point pushing forward, so I'll just wait for the enemy to perhaps come my way and shoot them at close range. I will redeploy my T-72B into that small forest here, where they will have an angle to fire their missile over there. One issue that I do have right now is those artillery. I want to bring some mortar. Oh, and on top of that, they are actually attacking on the side there. I guess that area really got crushed or something. I'll bring some T-80s. And I suppose I should bring one command vehicle as well, which I'll deploy into the corner over there. We do need also some recon presence to have an idea what's over there. Might also facilitate potentially bringing some airstrike. That. Oh, they're bringing reinforcements. Good for me. Now, if my T-80 will be a good thing. Decided to bring some planes, which were taken care of by my buck. I'll just move my buck a little to, let's say, avoid potentially receiving artillery on the head. Enemy mortar are bombarding the forest, whereas there is nothing at the moment. Okay, so my recon unit is now close to the area. Now I do need some infantry to retake that forest there, because that gives them an unfair advantage on me at the moment. I also need some supplies perhaps for my missile units over there. Time they bring troops from that reinforcements point, we'll lose them. Good, some supply, that's practical. They also wasted a Roland, that's practical as well. Do appreciate it. They will suppress me with some rockets. Fortunately, my T-80 seem to have simply went through below. They won't be affected that much. That's a good thing. Don't need to cover the CB since they don't see it. Okay, Just waiting for some infantry to come in to support my T-80.
Нас атакуют!
Let's see how well my T-72 perform under mortar fire.
Nicht lange faulenzen lassen.
Not a scratch. Perfect. Can only encourage them to keep shooting on me then.
Есть для нас приказ.
Here, this supply truck is nearly empty.
Wird aufgeführt. Over. Не действуй, не победишь.
I'll know that there's some enemies presence here. I'll try to get rid of that. Some Lutch. Another supply
Ist auf dem Weg.
transport are captured.
Вы со мной говорите?
I pulled back the transport vehicle very quickly because I knew that there will be a shower of artillery coming my way.
Да, сэр.
So let's see. Time to send my infantry to reinforce that small forest. I will also send some on the other side to reinforce the other forest.
Куда доставить товар?
And I will bring in some recon infantry, which could be very useful to advance forward. I also have some artillery or mortar. Sure if it's that useful to bring mortars.
Ждем новых приказаний.
They're just wasting their ammo bombarding me like that.
Нас атакуют. Я командант. Кто такси заказывал?
I guess for now my infantry will serve me as a recon force. There's also the fact that there's choppers around the place that I need to be careful about. But I don't seem that much interested in chopper at the moment. So heading toward the forest there. I know that there's at least one leopard too. Seems that my T-80 are engaged.
Ziehen einfach aus.
Not sure if the leopard 2 will be better than my tank there. No, I don't think my tank, my T-80 are too far to be good enough against those leopard 2. So we'll pull them back.
Ждем новых приказаний, сэр. Выдвигай. Ждем воздушных целей. И вот тогда...
And instead, I suppose that I should bring something else. What do I have, which is good? I guess ATGM infantry could be useful in that forest. But usually ATGM infantry attract too much artillery fire. Not necessarily a good deal.
К вашим услугам, сэр. Отправляемся. Заводи мотор.
Now know that they're over there. My mortar doesn't have the range for it.
Ибо во мне нет жалости.
I'm to be investing a significant amount of resource on supplies. And I saw that coming.
Есть для нас приказы.
Here, all I can hope is that they will bring his Leopard 2 closer.
Такси заказывали.
fire their burst of.
Какие будут приказания, сэр?
Need to move my recon over there. Murder with missile, that's dangerous. That's one of my T-80. Move my T-80 a little more on the side there. On that side, we do need more supplies because the Mi-26 here is just floating in midair. Bad. Artillery is just bombarding my troops non-stop. With that small scout unit and scout ahead.
Есть для нас приказ. Jesteśmy gotowi, sir.
Managed to blow up one APC, but they did not do that much damage.
Ждем приказаний, сэр.
Are really enjoying bombarding me. Which means that I should probably do something about that and chase them off this place. But they do have Leopard 2, which are pretty good. I need an equally good tank. I'm feeding off their supply trucks. That's not particularly useful to bombard all this. Or perhaps it is. I think I will move my BMP to support my troops there. We got one Leopard. Good. Let's try to get the other one. They seem to be very trained Leopard 2. They're just destroying the morale of my troops with those rockets. Oh. Need to target that Leopard 2 while he's facing the wrong way. Just that the accuracy of my troops is affected by the fact that I receive so much rockets.
Я командант. Ждем новых приказаний, сэр. Я командант.
I think perhaps I'll risk 2 Su-25.
Проверка завершена. К вылету готовы.
Just get rid of those Leopard, because once they're gone, what will happen is that all those anti-air will be exposed.
Повеселимся.
Just pushing forward now. Now with those Su-25, hope to destroy. Yeah, got 2 Leopard. That's good. We'll even add. It's really good because then the pad is open to destroy all those anti-air.
Если мы можем попасть во врага, то и он сможет. Зададим им, парни. Направляемся к цели.
There we go, pushing forward. Now I will also call in a Su-25 this time to destroy that Leopard 2 over there,
Вылетаем.
the command vehicle.
Построено, ждем приказа.
I just need to keep a good sight on him. Sadly, I think those Cobra will kill my troops first. Oh, we're how far easy. Just don't lose the sight, please. That will be very close. Ah, I did not get him. Damn it. Was close though. Well, I guess I just have to do the same again. Bring more 22 this time with missile, and then 80s. I probably should have supported my troops with those Tungushka there. I neglected my duty. Now the hope is that the leopard that I destroyed are not replaced, because if they are replaced, then it's very irritating fight.
Если мы можем попасть во врага, то и он сможет. Такси заказывали?
Sure, my Spetsnaz will be faster on foot.
Ждем приказов.
We're bringing some anti-air over here. There's some more Leopard 2 there. To be honest, I really don't mind bringing SU-25 and losing them. As long as I get rid of those Leopard 2.
Конец связи. Есть, сэр.
72 Wilk are actually pretty good.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Kommandant? Есть, сэр.
They're putting back their Leopard again. They got another one. That's good.
Ja, Kommandant.
I really don't mind wasting my SU-25 on those.
Transportwagen bereit, einige Berichte zu erfüllen. Есть для нас приказ. Готовы выдвигаться, сэр. Have something for me?
There's also a couple of Challenger here, which could be an issue.
Если мы можем попасть во врага, то и он сможет. Да, сэр. Я так и знал, что вы нас в покое не оставите. Есть у меня чувство, что все пойдет не так.
We're just trying to kill my recons. I think what I'll do is I'll do a patrol, which will probably irritate them quite a bit.
Поднимаем задницу, шевелим ногами, вперед!
Guess it's time to waste a couple more SU-25.
Приветствует вас на борту.
This time, hopefully, I will have the sight on those. Well, that Leopard over there.
Вы со мной говорите?
It's quite a waste to use SU-25 for that. But I don't mind, because I don't really use SU-25 that much. Okay, there we go, we have the zone.
Это наше небо.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Я весь внимание. Готовы стрелять, сэр.
No, I'm under the impression that they're moving choppers to scout for my command vehicle. Well, here I'm kind of neglecting artillery. But it doesn't really matter. I guess it's all a matter of taking advantage of the situation now. Or I can. Anybody has an idea? The good news is not that we're now taking the lead slowly, because I captured that place. Now I suppose it's all about making my way slowly toward the enemy. But of course, air coming in. Hopefully my buck will get rid of a few. That worked. Here my troops seem to simply have dodged everything nearly. Okay, they're coming in force apparently. Okay, they brought another leopard too. So we'll get rid of. And I don't care how many Su-25 it takes me. Pushing hard on my side. I guess since they're pushing on that side, I might as well push on the other, because that means that they're at the other side. That took care of the command leopard. Oh, since they have all their troops on that side, I suppose that this side is much weaker. I seem to have been right about it. Guess now it's time to get rid of The choppers around the place. Let's hope that there's not that many tanks waiting for me here. Destroy those cobras. As you can see now the value of simply ignoring the enemy force. There we go. That's the part where you should say, smart move. I will also destroy a lot of his mortar force. Might as well send a supply vehicle into the forest over here. Oh, I'm destroying his troops in the back. I think they just realized what I just did. Because they did not take that much action to prevent that. There we go, so that takes care of that. So now I think that I did neutralize most of their anti-air presence. So it's time to bring the choppers. Now, problem that I might have is the fact that they do have a lot of chopper coming in, and I don't have much anti-chopper capacity at the moment. On the other hand, I will be able to engage them in close quarter in this area. So that gives me a pretty good position, all things considered. Now I'm also securing this forest on the side. The thing is that when you see an enemy's strong force, what that tells you also is the fact that he doesn't have that force elsewhere. So now what I need is ammo for my Tunguska over here. Seems that most of their tank capacity is now gone. Oh, they do have some chopper capacity now, but the problem they will have is that it will be very tough for them to retake the position. And I will ensure that this will remain the case by increasing my defense into that area. So now it's just a question of wait. I don't plan to push further. There's no point to it. And I guess my move just compensates for... wait, I'm the pact. So now we're losing, damn it. But I did good on my side. It's just the other side which is losing the battle, damn it. But I think that was a pretty good fight right here. So even though that might end up being a defeat, going well. It's just a matter of spreading perhaps the troops to have less chance of being destroyed in the wood. Which is a good idea. Also need to bring my buck forward so that they won't killed by something. I will also go rearm my Mi-25 at 28. Okay, let's hide to the forest. I will deploy my infantry on the border of the hill. This way, if anybody's climbed that hill, it will be taken care of at short range. My impression is that they're now taking a kind of defensive position to that area there. But I do not intend to advance. It will be a waste of troops. I'm not sure if I should go help elsewhere. Clear that we're not winning this anyway. And I think holding simply my position might be already a challenge. You can see that they're already reorganizing. So we'll replace the troop I lost. And fine. I probably could use a Kulas, but I will need a recon for that. I'm not really using much recon to be honest right now. Maybe I should bring some. That will help me, have a clue what's going on. I must say I'm really satisfied with my move to capture that place. I'm so proud of myself. Right now I'm tapping myself in the back. Congratulating me. Oh, these guys have so many supply truck. We'll try to kill a few. The good news is that I seem to have get rid of their artillery, so they will no longer bug me about it. There's a big attack here. Bring my Su-25. Try to gain a few kill. These are a really bad tank anyway. So we can admire the sight of their destruction. This is like the cheapest unit you can buy as native. I'm not sure if even using my Su-25 is useful. Pulling back. Funny part about this area is that if they were to actually invest themselves in taking it back, probably could. Not particularly well entrenched. But it just seemed to invest a lot on building up the... I don't plan to attack. So. Perhaps I could attack here. I will not be supported most likely. What is that again? Okay, must have had a marine deck. Like, look at my insane amount of tank. Oh, they're gone. Some French recon here. You can see here they're just defend. Whatever you will send in terms of vehicle capacity will be destroyed if you send it. So just taking a defensive position is good enough for me. My ally should do the same. Be a good attack on that side. Maybe I can come and support that. I might come to later. Do I have choppers? Yeah, my 28, but this place seems empty of supplies, so good. Be a long way to go there anyway. Yeah, look at that. My ally is wasting his stuff. Okay, what I'll do is I'll bring some Su-25. Let's hope that there's not that many anti-air. Because that might get ugly. We'll bring some Strela here to support the advance. I will bring in of my good tank. I will also bring perhaps some recon. That did serve me well last time. We'll see how well these Su-25 do. Don't seem to destroy much. They have a large amount of missile. I guess we'll see at the end if they did good. I guess my ally were a little clumsy in the way they attacked that place because they did not make well, they did not put a smoke screen that could have been very useful to capturing the place. Make me think that perhaps I should bring some artillery and do just that. I don't think they will ever try to take that place back, so I might as well spend my resource here. Bring in a command vehicle. Spread out my anti-air. These Strela 1M are really good. Waste their ammo like crazy, but pretty good. It seems that the enemy did not bring, well actually not, my ally did not bring that many anti-air. Now they seem to have brought some, but they did not seem to be there before. What I'll do here is I will move on the side. I'll unload the infantry that I have around here. I'll peek uphill with that. Not sure it's a wise decision to move there. But since that's not destruction, I will simply move in. The 74 are actually a really good unit. But I do hope that they are a good unit. Forward, some napalm, that hurt a little. These seem to be some Swedish tank over there. Napalm seem to be disturbing a little my troops. Them a little less effective. Those Swedish troops are really tough. There's also the fact that there's a few Challenger. Can be a pain as well. that my retreat is cut. Those. We're using Cobras now. That's too much for my TTS-74. Pull back. As I said, that was a really bad idea, but sometimes it's fun. I think like a bad idea to put some spice into it. While that happened, they managed to actually attack us there. I'll bring some Mi-26 to resupply everybody. I will move in some troops up the hill to take a peek at it. All my troops here are still panicked. You can see those Strata took care of a few choppers, but that's not enough. I need to put this. See how Hawk are just too strong for my tank right now. I need some Strata. Fix those tank over there. I will try to get rid of those Seahawks. Oh, apparently that's the guy which was fighting me on the other side. Went all the way here. Mr. Shower. You gotta give him that he has a pretty... What I need right now is Tunguska. Okay, well, let's go up there. Yeah, we clearly don't have much anti-air because they're sending their Cobra right into our line, and it took a while before anybody reacted. That just tells you something about the situation. Would be nice if my team was to take that back. But I guess you're never better served than by yourself. Top of that, nobody is defending this place. So you could nearly say that even though we lost, we were saved by the timer. It was a pretty good game on my part. So I might have wasted quite a few troops. Look at that. Yep. Did kill 6,900 and I did lose 5,000. So I did lose quite a bit of troops there. It's probably mostly my SU-25, which were wasted quite a bit, but it was part of my strategy. So that was it for this battle. And I think that was it for this live stream as well. I hope you did enjoy that Wargame live stream. And what kind of game should we do tomorrow? Tell me, because I will probably follow the suggestion. But let's get some diversity in there. Don't always ask for the same game. And of course ask for a game that I do have. So thank you for watching. And I'll see you around.